Okay, we're here at Turtle Trail beach access area, just north of the beach access, and got here early this morning, about 5:30. The gates weren't open yet, so I had to wait for the maintenance guy to show up. He got here about 6, so I was already suited up, ready to go, and got on the beach about 6:15. It's almost 7 o'clock now. Sun's just about to come up. The beach here overnight got a small cut, but there's still a lot of sand still left, but not as bad as the last time when I was here back last month in January. That was on the 19th. Today is February the 19th, so it's been exactly 1 month since I've been here, and it's good to be swinging again. Today I'm using a new straight shaft that I got, added a couple little extras to it, and it's much easier to swing. It's very well balanced, puts the heavy part of the detector on the back end of the shaft under my elbow, back behind my elbow, so it's much easier to swing. It's really, with this particular coil on here, it's just as light as a feather, so I can swing it and not even have to hold on. I mean, look at that. Of course, I got my shoulder bungee on too, but it really makes it easy. This area right here has some black sand starting to appear. Feels pretty solid underneath. I mean, there's some sand here, but I was hoping that it had etched out a bit more, but we had about, I would say, according to the forecast, we had almost 6-foot seas overnight. This morning, they're probably anywhere from 3 to 6, breaking right there on the sandbar. So if I was gonna come up here, today is the day, because later tomorrow on Saturday there's gonna be strong easterly, southeasterly winds, and all this low area here will probably be filled back in again. See that piece of cloth we're coming up to right there? Those are big sandbags that the residents had the renourishment people put down, filled with sand, stacked up, you know, kind of like a sandbag wall. There it is right there. That's the top of the bag that's starting to break up. But about a month and a half ago, all along this area right here, all these sandbags, 5 foot long by 3 foot high, were exposed. So you can imagine, that means there was about 3 to 4 foot more sand gone underneath my feet before than there is today. So shows you how much sand was moved in since that time. During that time, when these sandbags were exposed, people were really finding some good stuff right along here. I know my friend from up in Melbourne, Terry Shannon, found a real nice 8 real. He didn't tell me for sure, but I got a good sneaking suspicion that he was right along in this area right here when he found it. Of course, he was probably working. See how that's cut right up into the dune? Way back then, there was about a 3 to 4 foot cut right in the dune, and I got a sneaking suspicion that's where he was working. He likes to work the dune area, looking for a drop old coin to come out of there. Okay, this is starting to get interesting right here. We got a kind of a black sand starting to show. Black sand is very mineralized sand, and generally that means it's a base type sand, and you're starting to get down to some old sand. So that's what you look for. Find that, and maybe find some big rocks or big shells that are exposed. Then you know you've gotten down to the base sand. Excuse me. So I'm going to work this area on down. I don't know if you can see those condos starting to show up on the beach down there. I'm going to be working down towards that area, and when I get to where the Turtle Trail boardwalk access is, I'll point that out. But for right now, that's my first report for this morning. Just about 7 o'clock on the dot now. Sun is starting to show up. Birds are flying. It's just me, the ocean, the birds, and my glorious God this morning. Great to be here. Okay, we'll check back.